Hello everybody. Today we're going to be learning how to take cherries and water bathe them in jars so that you can have cherries all year long. And this is my first time of canning just cherries. I've never done the cherries yet, and I'm fairly new to do canning. I love cherries, and as you know, you can't always get them year round. So I buy them as I can and store extra so that I can have them any time of the year. We're going to do a simple water bathing. There's no need to take a whole jar and boil it. This is very simple for when you want fresh fruit and fresh vegetables. Here's everything that you need. Obviously you need the cherries. We'll put that to the side. You need a jar. This is, right here is a 8-ounce jar. And this just comes with one of the kits that I've purchased that is a canning kit. This came in it. I like using that. That way it doesn't spill all over the place on the sides. You also need the distilled water to use, and here is my sugar. So in the very beginning, it shows you in the first picture, the first frame, it'll show you everything that you need to start this. So what I've done is I have already pitted some. If you watch on one of my other videos, I show you this contraption here, how easy it is to use. I used it with one hand, just like I'm getting ready to try to show you some other stuff using one hand. It's so simple. You're just pressing down and cutting. So check out the other video on that and what the box looks like. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some cherries. And then I'm going to be placing it in this jar here. Oop, still got one of these pits sticking out. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Get that off. And go ahead and cut. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on pause. And in the next frame, we're going to have all this done. I'm going to cut all the cherries, put them in the jars, and then I'm going to show you the next step. So hold on. Hi everyone. I have finished cutting up all the cherries. I cut them in half, placed them all in the jars, and that one bag gave me 4 8-ounce jars. One way to preserve it is using sugar. It calls for 1 tablespoon per 2 ounces. So in this case for here, I just find that way too much sugar for me to put it in, so I like to cut back, and I'm going to use 1 tablespoon because that is just way too much sugar for me to put in there. And right here is my little sugar. Get it all even. I'm even looking at it. My cherries in particular, I did taste one. They weren't sweet. So adding a whole tablespoon is going to be quite a bit of sweetness. I probably wouldn't even use 1 tablespoon. To me, I would be using a tablespoon that I've done with some of my blueberries and some other fruits that I've done. I've used like 1 teaspoon of sugar because to me it's too much. Now you can use honey. It's probably healthier for you. You can use monk fruit, stevia, all those artificial sweeteners. You can use those in place of the sugar. So I'm just going to put that to the side. we're going to add that on top. I've gone ahead and boiled in my teapot some distilled water. Now, they say you can use faucet, what comes straight directly out of the faucet water, or distilled water. And I'm just going to keep pouring. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to take this off because I want to shake it a little bit so that they... See, I've only done just a little bit. They've only done just a little bit to get them to move around. Now, it says to leave half of an inch, and half of the inch is right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure. We're okay. And what you don't want is you don't want it to go up too far and over. So I'm done with this one. I'm going to put the lid on it. And in a moment, I'm going to tighten these up because I don't have both hands to tighten it. I'm going to go ahead and fill all these other ones up. It's probably just a little bit too much water. And now I'm just going to put the lids on them. I'm going to tighten them, and I'm going to show you the next step in a moment. I did forget. Before I seal these, I got to go back and open this one up. I want to make sure that there's nothing on the rim. So I'm going to take a paper towel. You can take a rag. You can go around and making sure there's nothing on the rim or on the outside. On the outside, sometimes you might get a little bit of water or whatever. You want to make sure all this part right here, there's nothing on it, and definitely on the top that there is nothing in there, because the seal is not going to take, and you're just going to have a waste of fruit. So I'm going to go back, unseal this one, and make sure I put a lid, and then I'm going to show you all the next steps. I also forgot to tell you, you want to make sure you get all of the bubbles out. So you can use this, you can use chopstick, you can use whatever you have, and you want to make sure, I like to twist and turn on the sides all the way around to make sure that there's no bubbles. Because if you get air pockets, it's not very good for your fruit. So while I finish this up, I'm definitely going to put the screw lids on, making sure you wipe around the rim, and then I'm going to show you the next process. Okay, I have tightened these up really, really, really tight. If you have one of those hand machines that tightens this up and takes the air out, you can do that as well. I do have one, and I have the electric one. I love it. It's a handheld one that just goes over the top. But if you don't have that, you can just take these, make sure your towel, place a towel over it, make sure it's in the darkness. That's why I say use a darker dish towel, and let it sit for several hours till the next day, making sure that it's cooled down. And you're going to want to press these. So if you press it, and you can feel like a little, see, this is not tight yet, only because it has, hear it? You don't want to hear that. You want to hear it tight. So take these, let it sit to the side somewhere on top of your counter, out of the way, and check it in several hours from now, or you can just simply wait till tomorrow, which is what I normally do, and check them and make sure that when you press down, see, like this one's already, nope, this one's still got a hole. You make sure you don't hear this. If you hear this, it's not ready. Okay? Please let me know what you guys think about this video. Like I said, I am new to canning, and these how-to videos, this is the first time I'm doing one as far as canning fruits. Let me know. We're going along the same process. If you're new to this, we can work it together. Have a good one.